Hello, this is Amy Helton from Hanover Park Vineyard in Yadkin, North Carolina, and you are watching another episode of Wine and Real Estate TV.
This episode of Wine and Real Estate TV is sponsored by my real estate team, the Morton Group, where our motto is you-centered real estate. Everything we do is focused on you. Learn more at our website, which is themortongroup.com. Hi, this is Chris Morton with Wine and Real Estate TV here today with a very special episode. We're in the heart of North Carolina, wine country, and one of my great friends and one of the best vineyards in the area, Amy Helton with Hanover Park Vineyards in Yadkin, North Carolina, which is pretty much in the dead center of the state, I would say.
Yes, sir.
Most people, I think, and we've just done a recording with Angus Barn, and we were talking about how people, misconception all over the country about North Carolina. Most people think that we specialize in moonshine, rot gut, and those kind of things. But we have a very, very good burgeoning wine industry here in the state of North Carolina.
Yes, we do.
And you guys were one of the first to get here and set up shop. So thank you for that, first off, as a local North Carolinian.
You are welcome.
Well, before we try some of your fantastic wines here, please tell everybody your backstory. You have a great story, you and your husband.
Okay, well, Michael and I were both art teachers, and we decided to go on our honeymoon to the south of France, and that changed everything. That was the summer of '96. So come December of this year, we will have owned our farm 19 years. The winery has been open July 1st, marked 15 years. Wow. So we are now we've always been the oldest winery in the Yadkin County, and now Yadkin Valley.
Fantastic.
And the honeymoon really created an influence for us on the style and the type of wines that we choose to make.
Because you guys do mostly French varietals.
Yes, we do. And the first one that I have here is a grape called Mourvedre. And Mourvedre is a grape from the south of France, from the Rhone Valley. This is blended with a little Syrah and a little Grenache, a teeny bit of Cinsault and Carignan. Wow. And we grow all those grapes here.
Fantastic.
This is a wine that I love with lamb or beef or some, excuse me, good cheeses. It's going to have a different kind of nose.
Absolutely.
It's going to be very earthy. This in a lamb stew is wonderful, served with some grilled lamb chops. You've been here for dinners that we've done. I've served this with a cheese course also.
Absolutely. About how much does this run a bottle? Someone comes here.
This one is 18 a bottle.
It's really good. Yeah.
We like to age all our reds. We give them at least 3 years. We don't rush to bottle. We think time in the barrel is a good thing.
Right.
And the fact that we've been open long enough allows us that privilege of letting the wines age.
Right. Very limited production as well.
We do under around 1,500 cases a year, and it will all depend upon Mother Nature. We're in the midst of harvest right now. We harvested a lot of grapes last weekend, and we had over 4 tons of our Chamberson, which you're going to taste in a minute.
Very good.
So
delicious.
I'm going to pour mine in here for you.
I think that's a sin, so you do what you need to do.
Yes, sir. I know where there's more.
I'm not so fortunate.
I'll give this to you over here.
I'm not so fortunate.
The next wine is our Chamberson.
Okay.
The reason that this one is a little lower in volume here is because it went in my braised short ribs this morning.
I understand.
And I think it's really important to enjoy your wine, but also to have it with food and use it in cooking.
And your wines do very good as an ingredient.
Now, Chamberson is what they call a French-American hybrid grape. We know that this comes from the Loire Valley.
Okay.
We don't know a lot about its parentage. We do know that it has a larger berry, a looser cluster, and does wonderful in our climate. So I enjoy this with Italian food.
Wow.
It goes in my beef bourguignon. Like I said, it went in the short ribs today.
Goes great in the glass too.
That tip.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Wow. Cheers. Pleasure. I can't remember what I was going to ask you now. It'll come to me in a minute. Oh, we have a hard time because of our climate, and certain grapes just don't do well here in North Carolina.
We don't usually grow Pinot Noir.
Yeah.
It has, and Zinfandel also has a very thin skin. And in our humidity, it's just not the grape for us.
Right.
Pinot needs a different climate that we offer.
Right.
our climate is very similar to the Rhone Valley,
Right.
which allows us to do the Mourvèdre and the Syrah and grapes in that vein. We do the Viognier, which is another Rhone varietal,
Right.
and as I said, because our climate is so similar, it likes to grow here.
You have a
very
great
well.
Viognier, by the way.
Thank you, thank you,
Delicious.
thank you.
It's very it's for anyone who's ever had any French wines from France. You know, there's a certain minerality into something, and they've done a great job of capturing that here. You guys have done a great job.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Now, a very popular wine for us here is Michael's Blend.
Yes.
Michael's my husband. He is the winemaker.
And when you're the winemaker and the husband, you get to name it whatever the heck you want to name it.
Well, he didn't really name this.
Oh,
One of our
really?
friends did. They said, "We'll call it what it is. It's Michael's Blend."
Brilliant.
And we've been doing this since 2001. The end of June, we had a party for our 15th anniversary. We had a local chef come and cook, and all I put out were old vintage wines.
Right.
The most popular wine that night, one of them was the 01
Wow.
Michael's Blend,
Wow.
the 01 Cabernet, the 02 Mourvèdre. Now, those are wines that are quite a few years
Yeah.
old, and we were really excited and very pleased that how well they showed with our dinner.
Typically, wines from United States, much less North Carolina, do not cellar that long. They don't last that long. So that's a huge testament to you guys and your ability to
Well, thank you.
craft fine wines. Wow.
So Michael's Blend is basically a Bordeaux style blend. So it's going to have,
say.
the main grapes are the Cabernet Sauvignon and the Cabernet Franc. This also has a little Merlot, a little Petit Verdot, and a little Malbec, and we grow all those
Fantastic.
here.
Wow. Malbec. I didn't know Malbec did well around here.
It does okay.
Very cool.
Michael's very excited. So this, I always tell people, this is great with our front porch.
Yes.
Nice with a medium rare cheeseburger with blue cheese.
Big time.
Nice piece of meat.
So to give you a compliment, last night we went to a wine club meeting, and the featured wines were French wines, and there was about a $18 Bordeaux there, and it pretty much is identical to this. So hats off to you. Very good job.
Thank you. We always like to hear. We always like to know how people feel about a local wine, and
Right.
they always get into the comparing.
Right, of course.
Which is fun.
Of course.
Which is fun.
Well, when you're French wines, you get obviously when you make French varietals, you get compared to French wines.
You can't help it.
Sorry, I'm not going to pour out. I apologize.
Well, that's okay. That's okay.
I hate to be a lush, but okay.
No,
well,
you're
we know
not.
I don't.
No, you're not.
I don't hate to be a lush.
You are enjoying.
I am enjoying. Well, thank you for this. You might need to tell the backstory on this.
Okay, this last of our reds right now we call 1897. That was the year our farmhouse was built. And Michael decided he wanted to do a wine, create a wine that could truly show what we could do here
Right.
in our terroir, our land, in North Carolina. This is a wine that was aged over 5 years, an older oak. This is Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, a little Merlot, and a snip of the Chambourcin.
Wow. And this runs about what a bottle?
This is
now?
32. This is our special.
This is the cult line.
And this vintage is almost gone.
Yeah, no surprise there. Definitely, you can taste the years, and it's mellowed
Yes.
out, and wow. I have a bottle of this from quite a few years ago that I bought
It'll
from
be
you.
fine.
I need to open it, and this is
Well-
making me want to open it now.
Well, good.
Gosh,
Good. As my husband says, we can always make more.
I know,
So,
I know. Gosh, I probably have a 2001 or 2002 now that I'm thinking about it.
well,
Wow,
you have to check when you get home.
I will have to check. This is phenomenal. Please tell, we're going to flash pictures. If the rain will stop, we're going to take pictures of the outside
Well,
and flash
good,
for
good.
people. Tell everyone how they can find you, website, all of that sort of thing.
You can go to Hanover Park Wines, plural.com. We have an Instagram, and of course we're on Facebook, and it's easy to find us. If you're coming from Winston-Salem, it's 20 minutes. If you're in Raleigh, it's probably about 2 hours.
About 2 hours.
40 to 421.
Easy peasy.
We say we're on the road to Boone, so it's easy to get here.
Yeah.
And we're open Wednesday through Saturday from 11 to 6, and Sundays we do 1 to 5.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Very good. Well, thank you for your time.
You are quite
Appreciate it.
welcome. Been a pleasure.
My pleasure's been all mine. For further episodes of this, as always, and thank you all for continuing to watch these shows. For further episodes, please go to Wine and Real Estate TV. The website is spelled WINEANDRE.com. This has been Chris Morton, your host, and thanks a lot. Amy, cheers.
Cheers.
Pleasure.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.